Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Z. I'm the leader of the Mobility Operations Center with the City of Calgary. Today, I'm gonna share some of the interesting project we have been working on, and hopefully we can have some discussions and how you guys think we should do to improve our traffic. So a little bit background for the MOC, Mobility Operations Center. We are 24/7 operation center, and the city have around 1,200 traffic signals. Around 90% of them is connecting back to the MOC, so our operators can make signal timing changes from their desk. Anytime they found congestion or there's a construction, we need to change signal timing. And also we have 190 PTZ cameras. Those cameras super powerful. They can zoom in, zoom out like a couple kilometers away from certain location. So we have a really good coverage for all the major corridors in Calgary. Once there's a traffic incident happened, we can know what's going on and what's the traffic impact and taking appropriate action on it. And also we have a system, it's an in-house developed system called ATIS, Advanced Traveler Information System. We use the system to get the 911 feed, and also anything happen on the road that impacting traffic will come to us at the same time. Our operator can verify the information, and with one click of the button, we can post the information on Calgary.ca, YYC Transport X account, and also our traffic radio. We also partnership with Alberta Transportation to help them to dispatching, monitoring the traffic condition on their road and Stoney. Every year, we respond to 16,000 plus service requests. And if it's an emergency, we dispatch to certain group immediately. There is a video. Okay, it's working. Okay.
Hello and welcome to the City of Calgary's state-of-the-art traffic management center. Founded in 2020, the Traffic Management Center, also known as TMC, is a select resource that uses innovative technology to Calgarians safely on the move. The role of the TMC is to reduce traffic congestion, support emergencies, and traffic flowing safely 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are responsible for traffic monitoring, incident management, remote signal time changes, dispatching for emergencies, and providing traveler information for everyone on our roadways. Whether our citizens cycle, drive, walk, take transit, or carpool, the TMC helps improve the lot of Calgarians. Calgary has 140 traffic monitoring cameras and 1,100 traffic signals, the majority of which are connected back to the TMC, providing real-time information. This data helps motorists avoid congested areas by providing traffic updates through electronic messaging boards, our traveler information website, Twitter feed, and the city's traffic advisory radio station. We also reduce traffic congestion by manipulating signal timings. Whether it's a planned construction detour or an emerging traffic incident caused by a collision or a major snowstorm, we can manage traffic flow through signal timing. Our top priority is synchronizing signal lights, and with our new second-by-second signal monitoring system, the TMC can rapidly respond to congestion and keep citizens moving during rush hour. Calgary has 4 automated and 2 semi-automated lane reversal systems, which help reduce congestion around Calgary's downtown core. For our semi-automated systems, the traffic management technicians monitor traffic cameras and open and close the gates remotely. Our Traffic Management Center has a maintenance and dispatch hotline where citizens can report any problems they see on the road. This includes everything from identifying potholes to having field crews respond to fallen branches, traffic signal concerns, or emergency road closures. We've also partnered with Waze, a free navigation app that citizens use to report incidents and receive real-time TMC traffic updates. During the winter, the TMC becomes the information hub for our snow and ice control operation, collecting data from our depots and providing regular situation reports to management. The TMC monitors the road network to ensure winter conditions are addressed. They can dispatch crews to respond to high-priority locations and activate external contractors. Our Sanders have GPS on board, giving us real-time data on the status of our snow and ice control operation. Citizens can also go online to see which routes have been plowed and sanded. During major emergencies, the TMC becomes the Mobility Operations Center and works very closely with the Calgary Emergency Management Agency. The City of Calgary's Emergency Operations Center, the EOC, has access to all the TMC's cameras, so we can become their eyes in an emergency. We also become a citywide dispatch, mobilizing emergency crews in a coordinated effort. In 2014, we worked closely with the EOC to respond to a series of severe snowstorms. 80% of our population was impacted, and snow accumulation caused major disruptions to services. Many communities lost power, and hundreds of traffic signals were disabled. An estimated 500,000 trees were damaged, and debris blocked many roads. We worked with the EOC to fix the traffic signals and get traveler information to our citizens quickly. We are leveraging cutting-edge technology and expanding fiber, broadband, and cellular networks. This has led to substantial improvements in connectivity to traffic signals and sensors. We are also working on implementing 5G technology. One of our most important technology upgrades has been to our advanced traveler information system. As a backbone of the TMC, this system collects real-time information from our traffic camera network, as well as Calgary's 911 and 311 systems. Because of these new technologies, the TMC can relay real-time traffic information to the public and respond to traffic-related incidents up to 80% faster than before. In partnership with Transport Canada, the TMC is currently working on a connected vehicle pilot project and has installed 16 signalized intersections. We are testing a fire truck preemption program that turns traffic signals green before a fire truck arrives at an intersection. We are also developing a test bed for future connected vehicle technologies. This will not only help us test our own infrastructure, but we can work with vendors to see their technology firsthand. TMC are experimenting with virtual reality headsets, which allow us to view 360 degrees from our traffic cameras. This will assist the TMC and other agencies in assessing a live situation, especially when extreme weather conditions or other dangers prevent access. With a little further development, we will have a remote control traffic control system where we can extend a green light with a simple click of a button. While real-time drone traffic monitoring is not possible due to current regulations in Canada, the TMC is experimenting with smaller drones that do not face these restrictions. Weighing less than 250 grams, the small drone can cover up to 7 kilometers for 20 minutes and can provide streaming video back to the TMC. Growing traffic is part of a growing city. The city's traffic management center is always exploring innovative solutions and using the latest technology to help keep Calgarians safely on the move.
Okay, this is the background information about the TMC, the Mobility Operations Center. And one of the important thing is I want to mention is our group is considering one of the group doing a lot of innovations. This is from the top to bottom, from our director, managers, are always encouraging us, is there anything you guys can try and to make the traffic flow a little bit better? Just even by a little bit, and it doesn't hurt to try. So this is I know if talking about the technology in traffic, and a lot of people think about the autonomous vehicle, connected vehicle, and this is one of the projects we have been working on for the last couple of years, and we did a connected corridor on 16th Avenue. So basically, we can send the traffic signal information to vehicles, and they can make speed adjustment or anything they can do to make sure they can hit multiple green at the certain speed. And yeah, here's a video to talk about more about that project.
Cars talking to traffic lights. Walk signals alerting your cell phone. One high-tech stretch of road along 16th Avenue North has a lot to say. The City of Calgary's connected vehicle pilot led by our mobility team, is moving our city into a future powered by the Internet of Things. Right now, the Connected Vehicle Infrastructure, or CVI, on 16th Avenue makes it possible for Calgary Fire Department vehicles to turn signals green to avoid traffic delays, and any vehicle equipped with CVI technology to know when the light ahead will turn red before you arrive, and when road conditions are icy, so you can slow down gradually and stop safely. In the future, CVI technology will help city buses avoid collisions and snowplows to finish the job quicker. And as this technology becomes widespread, and cities like Calgary continue to invest in connected vehicle technology, the possibilities for improving road safety and reducing delays are endless. Moving ahead, the city will continue to work with vendors, providing them this testbed to evaluate their technology in the real world. Learn more about the City of Calgary's 16th Avenue Connected Vehicle Testbed at calgary.ca/connected vehicles.
If you're talking about the connected vehicle, it's more like a lot of people say we don't have the infrastructure, and also from the government level says we don't have the user. So it's more like a chicken and egg, right, situation. Hopefully, by developing those kind of the infrastructure, we can invite other vendors to come here, try our infrastructures, and make their product better. Eventually, one day, everybody can benefit from it. Okay. The other thing is I want to mention is we are dealing with traffic, and we rely on traffic counting to do all our decisions. Basically, all the decision we make is rely on the reliable traffic counts. Traditionally, we have tube counts and to calculate the traffic volume, and also using camera third-party vendors like MyOvision, we can do the turning movement count at certain intersection. And those equipment have to be manually set up to each location, and also doing the recordings, taking down by operators, upload to third-party vendors, and doing the traffic counts, and come back to us as the result. We were thinking we have 190 PTC cameras, and they can zoom into other locations. Probably one location depends on the line of sight. We can have like 4, 6 intersection close by. We can count by using our fixed infrastructure. So we a partnership with a group in IT to develop our internal traffic counting software. The software is so this is the example of a typical camera location, and the system can able to track each individual vehicle and know their trajectory. The AI actually doing all the work for us, and to give us in a report format the time period and also the turning movement for each location. This not only makes things cheaper and also makes things faster, because we own the infrastructure and also the technology to do the traffic counting. We can provide a lot of useful information to engineers, and they can make better decisions using those traffic counts. So the adaptive single control pilot is another technology we have been trying for the last couple years. Currently, we have one corridor is on my cloud trial, is fully active. The adaptive traffic control system requires lane by lane detections for each intersections. So basically, this intersection, the controller knows what's the traffic pattern on the road. They talk to each other, and if certain location have a congestion problem, or we are expecting higher demand than than the normal situation, the signal can actually making a decision call a different pattern to make traffic flow better. Although we are 24/7 and our operator can remotely log into the system pretty easily, but usually is when a traffic incident happens, there's a lot of things for us to do, so monitoring the condition and push the delay, the collision information to the website. They don't have time to make a whole series of the signal timing changes. With that technology, the controller actually can read how many vehicles on the road and to change signal timing to make a vehicle move along the entire corridor at the same time. This is the location for the first corridor we installed, and we have a master intersection on Glenmore and McLeod, and that intersection we set up as a master, and all those intersections along the Deerfield, not Deerfield, McLeod is actually talking to that intersection. Here is the study we did for after we implementing the adaptive system. You can see 74% of the time we see increasing the efficiency. Okay. The next project I want to talk about is using drones. Drones have been exist for a really long time, but under the current regulation in Canada, make us impossible to fly whenever we needed to fly. You have to register your drone to get your drone pilot license, and also you are not able to fly too far, and you have to maintain the drone is in line of sight. For us, although we have 190 cameras, we still have some locations we don't have video coverage. It will be nice for us to able to see everything when there's a traffic incident happen. So we look into the market. Actually, we found a drone classified as micro drones, which is under 250 grams, and is considering the micro drones. We are able to fly those drones whenever we need. We don't need to register the drone, and it's really easy to operate for our operators, and we don't need to get a drone pilot certificate as long as the drone operator able to fly the drone and they feel comfortable with that. And yeah, it's one thing is important, it's not bound by the same regulation as the other drones. So basically, if you read through the regulation, it's just don't be stupid and fly in the drone. You can fly. So this is the micro drones we are using. It's called the DJI Mavic Mini 4 Pro series. It's on the side, actually you can see it's right down 249 grams. It's 1 gram. They designed on purposely so everybody can enjoy. And the flight time is 34 minutes, and it's able to cover 18 kilometers. But if you do the math, and if you fly 18 kilometers away, I'm pretty sure you won't get your drone back. The battery just doesn't last that long. Yeah, we have been using the drones for a lot of different kind of events, and really taking the advantage of using the drone as an extra side of eyes for our traffic signal operation. Here you go. Really good question. This is the list of the project we have been using the drones, and the first one, of course, is the traffic incident management. If there's a collision, we don't have a coverage, we launch the drones to able to see that, and also the emergency event monitoring, and which including the the filtering break recently happened, and we are able to send out the drone daily, actually, to monitoring the progress for the repair work, and also what's the traffic impact. Our engineers make signal timing to adjust the traffic flow all the time. Special event monitoring, this is one thing we use quite often as well. During the Flames game, you know, there's a lot of construction activities going on, and during the Stampede area, the traffic pattern constantly change. In order for us to make a better signal timing, we need to know where the new traffic pattern, where the traffic goes. With the traditional camera, we can only see one location at a time. With the drone, you can see the entire complex and the entire corridor. You know where the traffic is using. They have like 6 different access points. Actually, we can see which access point got cleared faster. And next time we can do a better signal timing at the other location. And also we share the feed with on-site CPS. CPS officer can radio check their crews. Okay, the north side is clear. Detour all the people going north side and to make the egress a lot faster. PTZ camera site in selection, and traditionally we will send, before we put a new PTZ cameras, we have to send a bucket truck, a crew out to do a recording and at certain height to confirm the location is desired for, and it's taking a long time and also quite expensive to do that, just confirming the location. With using the drone, we can just go there and bring it up for 12 meters. You're done. You know what's the view you're gonna get. If it doesn't work, we can make adjustment to fly to other location to confirm the location. Other things that we did, light inspections during the night. You can easily see which area have the power, the street light outage, and parking studies, detour inspection. People counting is interesting. One project we did is during the Canada Day event, there's a pretty big field on Fort Calgary. So they have been trying to get the people count for how many people attending the event for quite a few years, but there's not a really good technology to do that because it's an open field and the people can get in from all other directions. So what we did is using the one fixed camera to record the main entry. So for 24 hours, the entire day, and also during the peak hour, we launched the drone to cover the entire area, using AI to count people actually, what's the percentage of people getting into the field through the main gate, and use that as a factor to estimate how many people actually get into the field. Yeah, the other things is construction site inspection and creating error photo is easy, and also the stockpile count with certain software. We can just fly to the yard and to see what's the material on the ground is still available. The next project I want to talk about is the Google Streetview project. Actually, if you look at some of the location, you will find the City of Calgary logo instead of Google as through the Streetview. That's because we update the map. We do a lot of set inspections for the city, and we think some of the newer location the Google have a latest Street View updated. It's great, but for some older locations or some locations we just finished a project, the Google Street View is not super useful. So actually we went to Google, ask them, do you guys able to come in and to do the update the Street View for us? And of course they said we can do that, but the city have to pay us to do that. But it's a free service. We asked them, how about we collect the data and send it to you guys, or even we can do it ourselves to update the Google Streetview. And they were like, interesting. You guys are the first city in the world actually to talk about this one. So after a little bit of discussion, we decided to do it our own, and the city have the whole ownership of the videos we collected, and we process the data and upload to the Google server. Not only the city internal, all the public actually can benefit for using the latest Google Street View. The cameras which they recommend actually is a lower tier 8K resolution camera, but instead of that, we decided to go to the best camera available, probably use the same video for some other projects. The camera we choose is called the Insta360 Titan series. It's a 11K video. So from the image you can see this is the 4K video image size. This is 11K. The resolution is great. You can capture all the details when you go through it. Even after we did the comparison, we think our camera is better than Google's camera. Yeah. This is the data collection for the camera. You can see we just basically mount the camera on the vehicle. As the first thing you need to do is the cargo secure training. Is required for the two-person crew. This is a lesson learned from our initial test. The drivers will have some feedbacks that it's really hard for them to actually keep a track on where they have been go through the neighborhood. When they are driving, they have to make sure they go through all the area and also pay attention to the road. It's just too much. So instead of having two people operating two vehicles doing the data collection, we feel it's better to have two person as a crew and one driver and one navigator. We use a GPS tracker to track where the neighborhood have been cleared. Yeah, the camera is not water resistant. We have to take them down during the rain situation. And also there's another lessons learned, and to use a smaller vehicle, because if you use the too big of the vehicle, you cannot see the road too clear. The challenging part for this is we underestimate how much of the data, how big the data it could be, and they have 8 cameras, 8 lanes in the camera. So each camera will using 45 gigabytes per hour. So if you add them up, it's a 360 gigabytes of the data per hour. For us to keep that data, it's quite challenging. Luckily enough, I don't know what kind of technology they have been using. After stitching all 8 cameras together, the video size actually reduced to 33.9 gigabytes per hour, which allow us to keep the video for a longer time for other projects if needed. Yeah.
Not to do all the city, they just, like Google Street View still does the city.
Yes.
But these are just when you need those one-off updates. So you think, oh, we just finished the BMO, then there's new roadways in there. There's going to be lots of people using it.
Yes.
Let's go and hit that ourselves rather than wait for Google.
Yes. That's correct. And actually, funny you mentioned that, and that's on our to-do list this week. We're going to update the 17th Avenue and McLeod, that intersection. Yeah.
One yesterday.
Yeah. So the processing, our Windows computer is not fast enough. We have to use a Apple computer, and the processing time is a 4:1 ratio. Basically, 1 minute of the recording actually take 4 minutes to process that. After we process the data, we will upload to Google, and Google do all those masking, like blur out the license plate, people's face. That's all taken care of by Google. And yeah, you probably are not able to see very clear from here. This is instead of Google's logo on it, City of Calgary take the credit for that. And also we are able to take down the video if we we want to. Yeah. Yeah, at the same time, and we also working with another IT group to reuse the 360 video we collected and to do the pothole detection. So pothole and the cracks is always an issue. People complain a lot on the road, and it's very hard for our crew to know where the trouble spot. And every year there's probably during the spring there's always a new potholes coming up, and we spend a lot of money to actually to hire a third-party contractor to collect the data for us. We were thinking like, if we have the video available ourselves, why don't we do it just internally? So that's one of the projects we have been working is developing an AI algorithm to do the pavement condition assessment and also to record all the road deficiencies to fix them in the future. Yeah, just with I just threw a fun fact, the TomTom Travel Index. I wish the mobility operation can take all the credit, but this is a collaborative effort from design, construction, maintenance, and service support. There are TomToms every year. They do a study across North America and the city, all the cities, and this is the ranking number. Actually, Canada, there are 12 cities big enough to make on the list. If you look at the Calgary, we are number 10 in worst congestion city. We are better than a lot of the cities smaller than us, and also better than our digital twin city. And this is the number per 10 kilometers of the travel, right? So it's the city of Calgary use 30 minutes. And if you travel the same distance in Toronto, it takes you 29 minutes. So technology is always helping for us. I think we need to utilize all the technology available to help us to do a better job, and hopefully we can keep lowering down our ranking in the future years. Yeah. Okay, that's all I got for the presentation, and if you guys have any questions.
Questions? All right, Sandra, come on.
So that's a really good question. So for those videos, and we did a privacy impact study, and of course this is one of the most important things that we did. Is the current policy is we only retain the footage for 1 year maximum, and we rewrite the hard drive once the data got full. And currently, we didn't do a full-scale rollout for the project, and considering probably next year, we're gonna have a full-time crew to doing more data collection. We're probably not able to retain the data for more than 1 year physically anyway. This is considering a huge amount of the data we want to we keep. And after the video being uploaded to Google, it's gonna be stored in the Google server forever, unless we take them down. So we don't need to keep that data for more than a year.
I have a question about the micro drones. So with the light weight of them, how do they fare in the wind? Calgary can be quite windy. So what have you found with wind and micro drones?
Yeah, definitely those micro drones, and they don't perform super well during the extremely windy weather, but they are rated at level 5 maximum wind speed resistance. And considering this drone can go 55 km/h, ideally, if you don't fly your drone far away, you can use the drone for like, if it's the wind speed lower than 40K, you can use it. We definitely try to stretch it, use it a lot colder and the minus 25-degree weather and faster than 10.7 meter per second wind condition is holding up really strong. And also we, for some other projects, we do have other drones, bigger drones that we can do for like doing the less promising weather condition. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Z. I have a question about the connected vehicles. Is there any risk of a vehicle coming in that you wouldn't necessarily want them to be able to control the time or the green lights?
Yeah, well, the connected vehicle actually right now is the regular vehicle won't be able to send in command. They are just the receiving end. We are giving control to those snow plows. Well, right now we haven't. It's only the emergency vehicle have the privilege to making we call preemption calls, and to the system they can trigger longer green time or stop other approach. Yeah.
Z, two or 3 weeks ago, you gave snowplow data and background to a hackathon that was doing a hackathon on quantum annealing and quantum computing. You got some really cool results. Like when the group that won was about how to use quantum to improve snowplow routing. So, how do you decide what new technologies to play with and to test?
Wow, that's a really good question. So I guess for us, we just looking for always looking for the market if there's any new technology available, and attending conference or to know what's available on the market, because we only know what we know, and we don't know if there's a certain technology is able to help us with certain issue. So we always ask our internal crews and to raise their concerns or like propose, ask questions. Is there any way we can do something better? Because they operating the traffic signals on daily basis. They know what's their wish list. They don't have to come with a solution. They come to us. That's our responsibility to look for a solution for them.
All right, Dave's got a question. And Dave's really tight with Z anyway, so this will be really like, what did you do on Friday night and why wasn't I invited?
Great presentation, Z. Just wondering, with all the changes in technology, do you guys dedicate a certain amount of budget or resources for innovating all these great solutions? You guys have like a ton of great innovations going on.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. Yes, we, as I mentioned before, and our group is a little bit different. The innovation comes actually from top to bottom. We always encourage to try new things. We do have a dedicated budget for innovations, and anything we wanted to try, and we always get support from higher up. Yeah.
That's great, Z. And I think it's a neat chance just to talk about the innovation through procurement process that we have, because there's lots of city folks in here. So, and we can get on the wrong side of procurement if we talk to a company and go too far down the road about how we could apply their new technology. And it happens at trade shows, right? You get to see everything, but then you can't continue that conversation when you're back home and you really want to look to apply it. So through the innovation through procurement program with our supply group, you can post an industry challenge. And we're just trying some of these out. I think you'll see one coming up. And it can be things like very general but high level. I want to know how people are crossing the sidewalk in the downtown. Like how many people are jaywalking, how many people are using scooters, dogs, whatever. And you can say, just pose that to the industry. how can we better understand how people are using crosswalks using technology? And then you might have 10 vendors will respond, and they'll say, we've got this technology that uses cell phone data, or this technology uses heat vision, or this technology uses LiDAR and AI vision. And then we can, under a threshold, I think it's it's $75,000. We can choose not to pilot any of those, or we can bring them in-house and say, we're gonna pilot vendor X, Y, and Z, and then and then work with them to say, you know, I really like what you've got going on here, but I'd like your dashboard to show more of this. Or actually, I want a clear picture on this. And then at the end of the 3 or 6 months or however long the pilot is, then you can make an informed RFP, right? So you make a scaled back $75,000 investment in pilot, and then you might have a $5 million contract, but you're making your RFP might say, I want these components from vendor A and I want these components from vendor B, but you've got to see how those integrate with our systems. It's a lot like, you know, if you don't pilot, you might end up in that Phoenix payroll system where you purchase something and then it doesn't work, so you throw more money at it to try and fix it, and then you've spent too much money to not have it work, so you spend more money. Well, if you pilot things first in the Wave or with the Wave support, we can avoid some of that. Right? So we hope to see you here lots with your budget.
Sounds good.
Okay, Brindis.
I was really interested when you were talking about AI for traffic counting. And it was kind of interesting, and I'd be interested to know a little bit more about what you're doing that way. And as a former City of Calgary data collector, it was really nice to finally see the spreadsheet of all the counts, because it suddenly was a really good flashback to many, many intersections.
Yeah, this is more like my wish list as well. Before I joined the City of Calgary, and I worked for City of Regina doing traffic counting as my first job as well. I guess all the traffic engineers start with the traffic counting. So that's how Melvision actually started. And their founder is doing traffic counting. What if we can have a new platform or technology we can do the traffic counting? When I was in Regina, I don't have the money, doesn't have the infrastructure like this to pilot those. But after I came to Calgary, and with the technology, the support from higher up, and we can make these things happen. So, yeah.
Hey, that's great. Thank you so much.